Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And I find it to be completely crazy how these connections between Singapore and Ripple have been lining up. Singapore has been really the core of a lot of crypto development right now, and it's interesting to me how a lot of people are missing out. So hopefully you've been watching the channel for a couple of days and you noticed all I made about connecting Singapore to crypto to Ripple, because we got some more today, which I think is a nice addition to the whole. And of course, this is not the only crypto news that we got for today's episode, so sit right comfortably in your chair and let's get it going. But first, of course, we are giving away 250 XRP the first time that a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours, and I'm also thinking about doing a cool New Year special. What do you guys think about that? But all you have to do for this giveaway is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And guys, if you're from the US, make sure you check out Webull because you can get 4 free stocks, all right? Repeating it, you can get 4 free stocks. Check the link out in the description down below. So starting it off with the Singapore stuff, we just got a new pretty cool announcement if you were to ask me. Singapore's DBS Bank announces plans to launch BTC, XRP, and Ethereum offering exchange. Yes, guys, the movement goes on. It hasn't stopped. They're pushing it through, and I really love what they're planning right now. It's completely crazy. In what is yet another victory for the still nascent crypto market, DBS, Southeast Asia's biggest bank, and consider this, guys, what has Ripple been focusing on for the last couple of days? Southeast Asia, right? No jokes, guys. Make sure you check out the previous video we made about Singapore because it's really big. I really don't know how people have been missing out. It's crazy right now. The biggest bank of Southeast Asia will be launching a cryptocurrency exchange. Wow, right? Wow. That's pretty damn crazy, all right, in my opinion. This really means crypto is coming to the people over in Singapore right now very heavily. Damn, that's good. That is amazing, guys. That's wow. I'm very excited if you guys didn't notice yet. Here once more, DBS Group holding banking on digital asset exchange. Southeast Asia's largest bank says crypto are gaining greater acceptance in the formal financial sector as investors pumped $430 million into funds and products in just 1 week this month. Already pretty damn crazy. The numbers that these guys are going to be pushing are also going to be insane. I'm just really excited that they've gone for it, all right? I'm very happy. Then, Ripple XRP coin could be Brexit trade solution. So, this article could have been really good if this woman did not refer to XRP as Ripple coin. The Ripple coin, and I kind of stepped away then, all right? I really wanted to go into this with a fresh mind and be happy to see what she had to say. But calling it Ripple coin, I don't think that does XRP any justice, nor does it do Ripple any justice, so I definitely did not enjoy that. However, the theory and the thought behind it is, I think, pretty cool to see exactly how Ripple and XRP could be changing this newer realm, and definitely how it could help out with these global payments and remittances. For example, if England is no more part of the EU, then all these transfers are really not anymore, cross land borders, but really cross continental borders in a certain sense. It's not officially that way, but you guys get it, where it's not in the EU anymore, so things become a little bit more different. And thus, we may also have some stricter rules on sending money around, and maybe XRP could become a little bit better in that sense for between the UK and the rest of Europe. On the contrary, it's still within Europe, so I guess it's not really that difficult. And also, I don't really know what it can do for the deal in that sense. I don't think it can do anything unless maybe Ripple were to headquarter over there, which I still don't see happening. So I really don't think this has any bearing, but it's something fun to see. And also, Ripple coin, really? Then XRP Crypto Wolf just said, XRP gains ground against Bitcoin as active address count remains high. XRP's price is being driven higher by an influx of daily active wallet addresses interacting with the network and with XRP. The cool thing here, even though it's from a couple of days ago, is what I personally think the amount of people that are making accounts right now because of Spark or Flare, or the amount of people that have switched their money over from one account to another. Because one thing you need to understand is that a daily active address, in this sense, will change or will go up if people decide to put it from one address into another one, right? Because you still have that 20 XRP locked up, you still have it in your wallet, so it counts most likely as an active address, and you depositing your money, for example, to, I don't know, another wallet of yours is then +1 in the active addresses, which is good. On another note, I've said the reason why it popped here and went so crazy up is most likely because XRP just went up like crazy, and that means a lot of people are buying into it. And right now it's still high because of all the Spark hype. At least that's what I'm guessing is a good part of all of this. But also in a certain sense because people who bought back then might still be transacting, might still be using daily addresses. Then my own Twitter, make sure you guys follow it, by the way. I post a lot of cool things on here. Make sure you follow it and check it out. TheDustyBC over on Twitter. Let's try to hit 7,000 followers this year. I think it should be possible. 170 followers in about 3 weeks or so. Should be possible, guys, so check it out. Then breaking. Over 21 billion XRP on exchanges. Prepare for the Spark airdrop. This on its own is actually not saying too much because, well, 21, 22, 24, what does it really matter, right? Because it's not all the XRP. The thing that makes this important is because this actually means that we won't get a 1-to-1 ratio between XRP and Spark, but most likely a 1-to-2 ratio. And once more, it doesn't really matter for the value. It's just interesting to see how this rate has changed and how not that many have actually claimed it then in comparison, right? There were a couple of rules, like for example, whales could only have 1 billion Spark at maximum, even though the foundation still got about 55% of the Spark, which I still think is dumb. So I still don't like Spark, by the way. I still don't like Flare. I still really hate their ideas. You guys, however, said, man, DeFi on XRP is amazing, which it is, but Spark is just a big money grab for the founders, and I stay by that fact. I still will not hold back on saying that it's really dumb in the core with how much money they keep for themselves. It should have been, in my opinion, at maximum 35% in total. They keep right now 55%. If you don't know what I'm trying to talk about here, do your own due diligence, please. All right. The Flare team holds about, let's say, 20, maybe 30% of the XRP just for the team, for the Spark again. The Spark, 30% will be held by the team, and about 25, or again, maybe it's the opposite way around. The other one is 30 and the other one is 25, I don't know, is then being used for promotion and for ecosystem upgrades. Like Ripple has that 55 billion XRP as well, because the 55 billion XRP that Ripple has is of course excluded from the drop, but it's still counted. It's still in there. Those are going to be gifted to Flare. Yeah, in general, I think it's pretty cool to see that we're going to be getting more, even though for the value, it does not matter. But one thing I saw quite a lot in the comment section was for the US people, for the US peeps, this snapshot is actually going to be on the 11th at nighttime, right? Or something like that. I see here, I had the comment open, but I lost it in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how that happened. But somebody said, just watch out. Oh, Heads Up by Michael Faulkner. Heads up, the snapshot is on December 11th in the USA. It'll be at 12 a.m. London time, so make sure you check out for that exactly when the snapshot is, if you're still planning to change over some money. And again, we may get for every 1 XRP 2 Spark, which again doesn't really matter for the value. It's just the Spark percentage should relatively be, or the Spark price per coin should relatively be a little bit different, but in terms of market cap or something like that, it shouldn't really matter. Then it's actually cool to see how Bitcoin is actually not even the #1 traded crypto, or even the #1 traded digital currency, I should say. Because I personally don't consider Tether to be a cryptocurrency because it's a stable coin, but I do consider it as a digital asset, a digital currency, and apparently this one is traded way more than Bitcoin is, which you can just see from this number right here. Of course, there's more fakeness going on in that as well. However, it is quite logical as well if you consider that all these cryptos are being traded against Tether, and Bitcoin is also traded against most of them, but not on the same scale as just a stable coin like the dollar that most people go for. And in that sense, it wouldn't also be that crazy, in my opinion, if USDC eventually grew out to be the number, like 10 or something like that. However, right now, the discrepancy between these two is ridiculously high. 14.4 billion and 211 million. I really don't get how Tether has built up such a monopoly for themselves, even though I see more people talking right now about USDC than Tether. I really don't get exactly how that is coming along and why, again, there's such a huge discrepancy, but all right. Then exchanges prepare for Spark airdrop. It's happening, guys. It's coming up pretty damn close here. I'm pretty damn excited for it. In 2020, yada, yada, yada. And let's see here. IBM-powered blockchain solution will make sure you drink high-quality wine. And I just kind of felt as if this may be kind of a jab towards VChain, right? Don't you guys kind of feel as if that sounds that way? That this is a jab against VChain and everything that they're doing? To me, it kind of felt like that. Unless, of course, somewhere in here they are using VChain, which I have not seen before. Because you can see back in June, it also partnered with the Norwegian Seafood Association to enhance traceability in the salmon farming industry. All of that is what VChain is also working with right now. So unless IBM Blockchain Transparent Supply Solutions, or whatever something they're called, I believe it's actually without the solution. This is what they're called. Unless they're working with VChain on the low, which I don't know about, then it's pretty damn cool for both. Otherwise, this is a pretty big jab towards VChain because then the competition is a lot higher. On the contrary, though, it's a good thing for us as consumers because that means that maybe the prices or however much benefit they're going to be given towards it all is going to be higher because they're going to have more competition, right? I mean, we got now the big losses going on between Facebook right now for running a monopoly. Yeah, if IBM and VChain are competing in this space, it's actually a good thing for us as consumers most of the time when there's multiple companies betting up against each other. Then I should also add that a little bit earlier we covered why Stellar was most likely doing good because of this announcement where a Euro stablecoin was made on there. It's actually important to note that was a German bank that did this. All right, that was actually an important part that you should know about as well. And then XRP price action imminent. A closer look at the market's top 3 crypto, also known as XRP. We're all still betting for $1 to be a minimum of the XRP price, and the only question really is, when is it going to happen? But reading an article like this is not going to give you an answer, so please do not count on it doing so. I never I never go into these articles with hope of finding something good. However, they sometimes do give a good overview of what's happening right now and what could be pushing the price. All right, here's the main subject of this article. XRP is up 2-fold since September. We all know that XRP went up quite a nice bit from about 25 cents or so to about the highest 92 cents on Coinbase, 78 cents on quite a lot of exchanges, and right now, let's say about 65 cents it is, or 60 cents. So that's about 2.5 times. A little bit further, XRP eyeing a move towards $1. The thing is, if we do get away from this zone right now, up to about 72 cents or so, yeah, we may be seeing another move towards $1 in the pretty near future, or at least somewhere above 90 cents, which we're all excited for. Possible institutional interest, coin burns, and token dumps. That's actually not that interesting to my own personal viewing of it all. Institutional interest, I mean, that's there. We know it. There's nothing really much that's happened right now, though, except for the move that's going on bigger, where Grayscales, for example, going a little bit more away from Bitcoin into altcoins. But all of these are not like a quick $1 XRP move type of incentive. These are all longer term things. Coin burns, we've talked about before. Again, not going to happen, so that's not too interesting. And token dumps, I don't even know what exactly that part should represent. So, yeah, that was that on this one. Moving further, Bitcoin poised to kickstart the next cycle with a giant monster candle, crypto analyst. This one is also, again, not completely true. However, what we see very often is if we break a certain resistance, in this case here, it's a pretty big one, a 12-month or a yearly candle here. They're talking about if we close higher, which I personally find we've already did, then again, it's only going to be huge from here on forward. And the only thing I can say about the situation is right now on the monthly for Bitcoin, everything is already looking huge. These companies are already buying at large, buying in completely insane. And all I can say is, if you check out the bigger picture for Bitcoin, it doesn't really feel like we ever went down, right? It doesn't really feel like something bad ever happened. And when people look back at these cryptos in 10, 15, 20 years from now, they're going to be like, oh, we got a Bitcoin. Everybody who was holding Bitcoin only had the price go up, 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 up. Everybody who stepped in anywhere was good. Whilst now that we're right here in this section, when we were in 2018-19, people were all afraid of what was happening. But I'm just thinking, guys, again, if this is going to be forming along, we should be facing another one if we follow historical patterns. With a huge candle, however, you can see from the inception as well, it doesn't necessarily work that way. It's not like we necessarily repeat this. However, it's cool to keep in our heads that we could be seeing a huge breakout if we do get past this resistance, or actually maybe close just below it like we saw back then. I don't really know exactly which one will point out or happen. But the idea is clear, and the philosophy or the idea behind it, I think, is also pretty cool to at least think about, that we could be something crazy or seeing something crazy like this happen in terms of cycles. And then who are the world's richest crypto millionaires? The thing is as well, why worry about this? Why worry about who's richer? Worry about which rich guys are going to be hopping on in. All right, as I've said before, it's about what billionaires and what billion or million trillion dollar companies are getting into this space and what they're saying about it, rather than who has become rich or who is owning a rich or crypto denominated hedge fund and stuff like that, or an exchange. Who cares about that? We want to know which guys that are mainstream right now are going to be grabbing more people in. So don't let yourself get distracted by that type of stuff, guys. Things are looking amazing. Crypto is going to be going booming, booming, booming. And I'm crazy excited for what the future is going to bring for us, guys, or what it has to bring for all of us. Pretty damn bullish. This was not financial advice, not in the slightest. But again, I'm very, 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 very positive right now on crypto prices. Make sure you check out Webull, guys. Link down below. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video.